A girl in class said, "Wait, I thought pork chops came from chickens." My friend had it made into a t-shirt. Ah, mokumjik. I want that t-shirt.
Hello, everyone. We're back with some of the most ridiculous stories from Reddit. Subscribe for more stories and remember, stay dumb.
Back in high school, a guy named Kevin was arguing with me, and anyone who would listen saying that STDs are prevented by having sex. After about a minute of explaining to him what STD meant, I decided to just say, "Let's agree to disagree." But he didn't let it go. He pulled out a $50 bill from his wallet and bet me that he was right. After he looked it up, the crowd mentality forced him to pay up. Hope he will never test it. A girl in my class believed that Neanderthals ate ice and cheese. Bonus, she didn't know eggs came from chickens. She thought they were manufactured in a factory. It's going from bad to worse. We had to watch the movie Defiance in my English class, and afterwards this girl put her hand up and asked, "Is Jewish a country?" Later on, after watching Defiance, which is about 3 Jewish brothers in Nazi-occupied Europe, for the second time she asked, "Wait, were they brothers?" I wanted to throw a stapler at her. After the first question, Israel was born. Glogel Gogel Gel SNC had a classmate in 8th grade who legitimately thought that the ocean had no bottom. Our teacher showed a diagram of the deepness of the ocean, and she just couldn't grasp it. I don't know how you get all the way to 8th grade without learning that the ocean doesn't just drop off into nothing. The only thing without bottom is her stupidity. Girl in my astronomy class. So, if I went out into space, could I push the stars around and knock them into each other and stuff? Teacher, no, they are incredible massive objects. Girl, but they look so little. Come on, she's just a little fucking idiot. I was around 8-10, or whatever the normal age is when you know your own address, and I just made a new friend and she invited me over to her house to hang out. I planned on dropping by after taking my things home, so naturally I asked for her address. She grabbed a paper and pencil and started drawing 3 houses. She pointed to the middle house and said, "I live here." TLDR, never talk to her again. It's your fault for not understanding.
Confession, it was me. When I was 18, my brother introduced me to his girlfriend who was from New Zealand. Poing huig geshim kopkash shigiaford si shurgorkyo or plusin or eum. I told her that her English was very good. At least he confessed his sins.
My roommate answered the phone, and the person on the other end said, "You ready to go to Kentucky?" And he politely said, "You have the wrong number." Not 10 seconds later, the phone rings again, and the person says, "You ready to go to Kentucky?" Once again, he replies, "Wrong number." To which they say, "Well, I hit redial." I told him that if they call again just to say, "Yeah, we're ready," it was probably the best way to respond.
I live in New Mexico currently. One time, my mum was on the phone with some lady, and they argued with her about whether or not New Mexico is in the US. Then she proceeded to argue with my mum about how to spell Albuquerque. Okay, my mum lived in Albuquerque during that time. She should know more than anyone. You only have to watch Breaking Bad to know these things.
I was walking down the boardwalk in Venice Beach at dusk with some people, and the girl next to me points up and says, "Wow, look, you can see the stars already, and the sun hasn't even set. That's so crazy." To which I responded, "Well, technically, the sun is also a star, so it's not too crazy if you think about it." She shoots me a condescending glare and says, "Oh, no! What are you talking about? The sun isn't a star because it doesn't come out at night." I didn't look at or respond to her. The rest of our group just stayed very silent for about 10 seconds and kept walking until someone changed the subject. We ditched her later on when she stopped to use the bathroom. Yo! Ugh, I think Kepler is turning in his grave, like everyone else.
Have a nice day and see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Stay dumb.